Where do I start? Well, some things are classified, but I can tell you this. That island tested me in every way possible. There was this one time I got so badly overrun, I found myself a captive at the bottom of the ocean. If not for my lucky knife, I would have never escaped. And yes, I definitely broke even with the locals. And when the season changed and winter came along, things got real bad. However, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to get ahead of myself, so let us go back to day one. It was meant to be a simple job. Get in, get the billionaire's family, and then extract. And after we finally reached the remote island in a classified location somewhere in the North Pacific. Weeks missing, 31. We must have only been a few moments away from touchdown, and that's when the chopper started taking on heavy fire. Mayday, we're going down, Brace for impact. I got no clue how long I was out for. But when I came to, there was a stranger hovering above me. What up? I'd been knocked out for a second time, but when I came back to the land of the living, I eventually picked myself up and carried on. Helicopter, but that was cool. One of my associates, Calvin, he survived the initial crash, but not without suffering some head trauma. You don't look too good. He was in bad shape and almost unresponsive. Follow, if you can. Follow me. I searched the wreckage, but couldn't find fisheye nor the pilot anywhere. And after I raided all the debris around the crash site, I decided we needed to get off this mountain. Everything's good and you feel happy, and all of a sudden, there's cannibals and mutants. I've only got one grenade, and I raided that, didn't I? Yes, I did. When exposed to cold temperatures, your body begins to lose heat faster than it can produce it. Lengthier exposures will eventually use up your body's stored energy, or better known as hypothermia. I have it on the highest graphics too, absolute maximum that it can play that, and it seems to be like, I capped it out at 100 FPS just to, I didn't need more than that. Red Dead Redemption 2 level. The snow, and finally we're off that mountain. I've always hated fishing, well, almost always. I find it quite boring, but Calvin was quite the fisherman before he found himself on this job. Look out! Yep. We hadn't even been on the island for a day. We must have made too much noise because the locals were scouting us out. Listen to it, look at it, the way it moves. Screams. I put more than 110% effort into this video, and if you guys end up enjoying my story, please don't forget to drop a like for the algorithm. I'm gonna go get the rest of the tribe otherwise. And of course, thank you very much. Oh, she's gone, man. Oh, look at it go. Oh, damn, alright, get back to work. But not long after that first one escaped, a second one would show up. She's down. Marking my first kill on the island. If we burn that, let's find out. Will that work? It's burning. Burn. Give me your bones. I spent the rest of that day improving on my carpentry skills, because without it, we would have no chances of surviving on this island. More logs. Go faster. Whoa. That sounded. Despite his disabilities, Calvin was a handy companion, and without him, I would not be here. That looks so. That way you throw the spear well, that's well done. Oh my god! See how detailed that was. That looked awesome. Oh, that looked awesome! I'm a warrior! All night long, the cannibals kept sneaking into the camp. Can't even see a thing. Come around this fire, man. We worked for hours on end with no sleep, constructing a small log cabin. Oh wow, look at that, and then it connected them. Like a fence. Later that night, a tribe came in to investigate us. No. Not like that, bro. It actually talked! It actually talked, I didn't expect that. Oh. Down you go. You'll be joining your friend. I took a heavy blow to the head, getting knocked out cold. And when I woke up, I was in one of their camps as a hostage tied to a pole. But they failed to find my hidden knife, so all I needed to do was buy time. That is so... As I was tied up, I observed their movements. It was an opportunity to analyse what I could. Whoa. Oh, she's just coming down, she spat at me. Finally, my patience would pay off. There was an opening, and I could set myself free. Give me this. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to confiscate this. I'm out. I ninjaed my equipment from the camp and got out of there. Oh, thank God for the... Is this a bloody phone? I think it is. No, it's some sort of like satellite phone or something. I spent most of the next day back at the camp making many experiments, because the only way to learn things was one little guidebook, and then it was all hands on. Alright, can I carry one of these logs with me up the tree house? With a signal on the GPS and some basic weapons, it was time to investigate it. It led me to a cave entrance. Oh. Silence, man. Yep. Let's have a look. I might just crawl. Hear the sounds. Wait, hang on. What the heck? This was the last thing I expected, to be honest. That is some paranormal stuff, though. Can I close that? No. I would much prefer to close that. Someone's been living down here, which is not creepy at all. The abandoned facility had quite a few supplies in it. No food, but it did have a 3D printer. I need food. Which was low on power. That's what I need. Yeah, it's just 3D printing bows. That's all. To swap. Flash, mask, grappling hook. Man, I need to eat badly. I got nothing. I was getting hungry, very hungry, but my stomach could wait. Out of juice. She's out of juice. Alright, let's roll. There was a light illuminating from the end of the hallway. That's messed up. I peeked my head inside, but saw no signs of life. Wow. I can hear noises out there, man. There was a locked door that needed a special key card. I'm so hungry. I need to get out of here. I need to get out and get food. Berries. But I could no longer stick around. I was tired and hungry. What was that sound? Yeah, that was not what I expected. On the outside of the cave, Calvin was waiting for me. He'd taken the initiative and done some fishing. I set up a quick tarp and that's where we spent the night. It's drinking. Not even an hour after waking up, we would find ourselves in a bloodbath. There we go. They were drinking. I think that's a bow. Yes, nice. I constructed a basic bow and arrow. A simple but very effective survival weapon. I do have some, don't I? I swear I picked up like a bunch of them. Hopefully that'll make me... Yep, cool. I love the animations. They look beautiful. See what they feel like. Nice. And give it to me. What? He can get me arrows? This dude is a legend, like, as if you would not want him around. Thank you. Actual legend. What was that? Maybe we should get back to... Oh, you son of a... Die! Die! On the 5th day, I made the commitment to leave my mountain base behind, making my way for the coastline. Definitely reminds me of Red Dead Redemption. It's just got that feeling of love and detail. Let's go find ourselves some turtles or something. Then we can get a fire going and I can learn to cook. And I sawed that. See right there at the end of my arrow? I saw that in the helicopter. And for the first time in days, I smelt the fresh air with the Pacific winds blowing on my face. There's definitely going to be sharks in there. Because that's exactly how the first one was. So, I've got no doubt that there are sharks out there. I might set up a little tent and a fire out here and survive this next night out here. Oh, there's some music out here. Somebody's been having a... After turning the music box off, I inspected the dead civilian that was lying on the beach. I could only imagine and speculate on what had happened here. Okay, oh, meds, nice. You know how long it's been since I've had meds? Oh my god, I'm having them. You actual beauty. There's so many supplies here. I'm definitely going to use this as my base, probably. I'm not going all the way back up there in the mountain, even though I built a base up there, but like, that was sort of just teaching, here he comes, fine. That was sort of me just learning how to build, and I had to learn, so survive the first night and everything like that. And now, you kept up, you still got your fish, I see. Calvin was a little slow, but he did manage to catch up. Drop them here, my friend. And yeah, I might as well eat that. Thank you. Look how realistic that looks on the beach like that. That is absolutely absurd. This water is spot on. Look. That is photographic looking. Are you? Oh, that's close. Even the ripple in the water? Man, holy crap. I'm so tempted. I'm just going to dip in a little bit and see what it looks like. I got it. Nice, that was worth it. I wanted to test the water around the coastline and see if I could see any sharks. That feels too real. That feels insanely real. I can't pull a spear out when I'm out here, so that's... I really wanted to swim out to that life raft, but I wasn't ready. That is really realistic looking. There's a fish, so there's 100% going to be sharks out here. I'm going to go back here for a minute. Just for a minute. Yeah. Turtle, look at it, look at it. Hello, beautiful, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'll make it as quick as I can. Unfortunately, I had to butcher that beautiful animal. Another turtle, hello. Look how real that looks. But with plenty of meat, there's no way that I'd kill a second. That's so real looking. I need to send him off to get logs and bring them here. We're making a shelter. Yo. Oh man, that storm's coming. I came across a 3-legged female mutant. She was walking on the beach. She looks awesome. Maybe 5'6", 5'8", Caucasian and blonde. Yep, I'll back up a bit. Nah, where you going? She was clearly friendly, curious, and also timid. Good thing he's not here, because he's out there doing on the wood. Can I I got a little closer and slowly tried to approach her. Hello. How you doing? My name's Al. I just happened to crash on this island. The first time I encountered her, she got spooked and ran off. Okay, well, she kind of let me get a bit close to her. Let's try to get a little closer again. Oh, that's cool. She stopped and started moving her body in a rhythmic manner. Maybe I can mimic her dance? This was quite possibly a means to build trust. Because when she walked backwards, I walked backwards a little bit. It made sense. See if I can get closer. This is so unique. Yep, I'll walk backwards. I'm walking backwards. Walking backwards. Let her get comfortable. I spent the entire afternoon simping up to her. And with the sun now over the horizon, for now, I'd have to ditch her. I got creating some leaf armor. Can't imagine that being good now. The leaf armor was only good for one thing, helping with the mosquitoes. This is like such a risky spot where I'm sitting on it. Some sticks under here. It was getting real dark fast, so I set up a tarp. Took a little bit to get sort of used to what was going on. I laid down and had a good night's sleep on the beach. So, what is your... No, I just terrified her. Can I do a little bit of a dance? I spent hours that morning trying to get closer to the blonde mutant. Must be about 10 in the morning, according to where that sun is. So, I spent a good part of the day, At that point in time, I was using the sun to pinpoint the time's location. Over here, sweetheart. No. It wouldn't be until later on that I worked out I could just check my satellite phone. So many attempts later, I simply gave up on her for the day. Okay. She ran. What can I put on there? Nice fish. It's cooked. My first cooked meal was a rotten fish, and I didn't even realise until it was far too late. And that sort of made me sick. Oh, grab that. That looks a bit black. Rotten. Drop. Well, follow me. We're going to go discover the other side of the beach. For now, it was time to check the rest of the coastline, because soon I would return and get ready to swim out to that emergency inflatable raft. Yep. Not sure what that one means, but I'm with you. But I also had no interest in being eaten by sharks. I like how he uses, what's it called? Hand signals? Sign language. That's what I was looking for. Sign language to communicate with me. So he's not completely brain dead, but well, he's pretty brain dead. Oh, he's drinking that. Okay, so it must be alright. Let's drink. Storm settling down a bit maybe. But on the other side of the beach, just over the hill, That's when we crossed paths with a decent sized tribe. Coming over. Yeah, what up? What up? Your move. Your move. They were just as curious about us as we were of them. You're sizing me up. Come in a little closer. I'm keeping my weapon out. You got yours out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, hello. Back up. Yeah, that's right. Back up. Back up. But one of them got way too close, so I drawed my weapon. The games were over. Go on. They kept some distance, but I don't think we scared them much. Go on. Go on. Yup. They know I'm a bad shot now. Look at them slowly moving in. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's real. After he soaked multiple arrows, I killed him. Give me those, give me. Oh shit! Yep. That's right. That's right. Nice. We're good. We're good. That felt so realistic. It was. In the aftermath, I went around collecting all of my arrows. Headshots were amazing. The way they react. This just looks so real. Feels real. But what really tops it off is the sound. The game has immaculate sound. It's perfection in sound. Now back on the coastline. Definitely shorter from the other side. I built up the courage and was ready to make the swim. No, but I do need sleep. I could sleep till tomorrow, or I could make this swim now at night time. My mind had been made up and I was going to make the swim that afternoon. I know we don't speak much Kelvin and you're just an AI. But this swim could get me killed, so you may as well stay here. Yeah, stay here. Because I might not be making it back. She's probably your best company if I don't. I wasted no more time and prepared to get wet. This is what I'm like in real ocean water. I mean, I'm not too bad in it, but like, I do question it every second a minute. And then you realise you're not in the shallows. A little bit of stamina. Worst thing you can do is look around like that. But that was just a dolphin, that's what I'm going to tell myself. Oh my god, this is horrible. Get on. My clothes were soaking wet and heavy from the swim. Somebody on here. But I made it and dragged myself onto the raft. Be good? No, you're definitely not good. That's damn man, that's aggressive shark. I found a handgun, what would appear to be an IOF 9mm pistol, a semi-automatic, a deadly weapon. Shark. I bet you that's why it's here. However, I could be wrong, so take it with a grain of salt. There it is. And after only just finding this new pistol of mine, there's no way that I was going to waste the ammo. There we go. This will make sure I'm safe getting back. Yeah, that's right. This is my chance. Let's go. The real question is she the only one? Or is there more of them? I didn't think that through too well. I probably should have waited for it to swoop back around or something. Oh god. Didn't like that. Where is it? When I felt my feet sink into the sand, a certain feeling of relief came over me. I got a gun. Now back on the shoreline, I could get some rest. Cool. Then I was up nice and early, ready to tackle another day. I wish I could make a raft. I'm so disappointed. Maybe I can, and I just gotta find some sort of blueprint or something. I then made my way inland, following the GPS to an unknown location. Wait, what? Walk! Bloody hell, man. Right, we're going in? I think we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in. Let's do it. I squeezed my way through the keyhole and into the entrance of the cave. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea. I lit up a fire stick and proceeded forward. I would never enter a cave like this by myself in real life. No way. Nah, man. But I heard a sound and it startled me. Friggin' nightmarish. I was just not quite ready, not on that day, so I abandoned the cave.
I don't know how I'm gonna go down those caves like that. That is just not cool.
Just two tiny little movements. I started dropping trees so I could set up a base at the coastline.
Get out of here.
But now that I'd been on this island for over a week, we were starting to stir up the nest.
Nah, Billy bodged him. Yeah, you're a freak. Didn't bother him. Jesus Christ, man. Die.
With no intentions on working through the night time, I made my way down to the beach and slept through it.
We got a tough guy over there.
They made their way down to the beach and started to investigate where I was sleeping.
Oh my god, I'm down. Am I dead?
When I started to black out, I thought I was a dead man for sure, but then I woke up with a mouthful of water. After I cut myself free, I escaped and swam for the surface.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not that awesome.
They tied me to an anchor and dropped me in the ocean. Clearly I was not meant to survive.
Just like, knocked me out cold, tied me up,
You can believe it or not,
and threw me out in the ocean.
but they were on the shoreline waiting, like spectators at a coliseum. They walked at me like they had no fear of death.
You will too, I'll drop you. You were warned.
And when one body would drop, another one would just replace it.
Yep. You were warned.
And after a week of surviving on this brutal island, I ended up disregarding all emotions towards these narcissistic animals.
Damn, he took a few extras.
And with no clue to how long I'll be stuck here for, it was time to lay the foundations down for my future base.
Because if I'm ever to get rescued, you know what I mean? They're going to be able to see me nice and clear from the sky. I've got high ground, safety on the beach. Yeah, I can't think of a better spot. A safer spot. Especially if I'm going to survive long term.
We spent hours chopping down trees and hauling logs.
Few more. I'm going to leave that side there open, going to leave this here open. Go just knock that off. This one here. See, I was about to say, I wonder if there's high and low tides. I don't think so, because I haven't seen it yet.
I wanted a small cabin with an escape route. Nothing big and absurd.
Probably I can sleep in this bed. I get it now, so that's okay. Beautiful.
I spent the night sleeping on a stick bed. Wasn't the most comfortable thing, but it was a start.
Morning. Perfect time. Perfect time. You good, bro? You just slept out here next to the fire? Yeah, I'll get that going for you. Don't worry, I slept on a stick bed. Ah, that might hit it.
The next day, work around the small home continued.
Wait, is that something attacking my... What are you doing?
And once again, the tribal members returned.
Dare you come here?
And when there was nothing but bones left over, I crafted it into my first piece of armor. I needed more rope, but had plenty of remains, so I stored it outside.
No! He killed her!
My new mutant friend, she had been knocked off her feet.
Where's her?
When the coast was clear, I reached out and gave her my hand.
There you go, I got you up.
And when I checked over my shoulder to make sure there was nothing else, she ran off terrified into the distance.
That was awesome.
It seemed like every few hours, another wave of these animals would continue to try and flood me.
I'm out of here. Huh? Huh? That's right. That is actually right. You just got completely outplayed by a bloody log.
Just when I thought it was over and went back to repairing.
Oh, he's got bone armor. Don't do it. Oh my god. I'm dead.
I'd been beaten and fallen and was pretty sure that it was going to be fatal.
I'm in the water again.
They were toying with life and playing God. They tied a rock to my ankles and left me there for the fish to eat.
What? There was a body. I just saw a body in the water. That was so creepy. Where they've like thrown other people out here.
Back on the shoreline,
I'm gonna put my weapon away just in case it scares her.
the female mutant was sitting down and I tried to get closer to her.
She let me approach her. Wait, I'm crouching. Let me approach you.
It failed, she ran off, but this time I followed her.
Get away from her.
When deeper in the woods, I was defending her from cannibals.
You're different to the tribe that's at the beach. Hang on, girl.
When I was in that battle, she got really close to me on her own volition.
No, she did like me when I was beating them up. I kept you, mate.
But of course, she ran off.
Bloody hell, stay here. Stay here. I'm bloody starved to death trying to do this.
I was getting hungry, and it would only be a matter of minutes before it was pitch black.
Come on, girl, where are you? This is not good. I need to head back.
After I lost the female mutant,
She didn't want to be friends. I need to head back to Calvin. She's getting a little friendly. She's starting to sit around me now, so it's like, okay, very slow. He's just up here somewhere. I'm hoping there's no cannibals just around me, because they could be.
I met up with Calvin and we were ready to head back to the beach.
That's why. It's on fire. How'd you like that? Get out of here. Get out of here. Run, Calvin.
I set one of them on fire, but in the background I could hear more of them approaching.
I need to take these meds. Real quickly. That's it. That's me on meds. Come on, mate. Keep up. Follow the light. Follow the light. We got to get to the beach, otherwise we're not going to survive this night. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, I thought I just was like falling off something massive. No.
And finally, I made it back to the beach.
Because worst comes to worst, I'll jump in the water and start swimming if I get flooded by them. Take a break here, buddy. Take a break. By the edge of the fire. I'm gonna go to sleep. And hopefully we're not dead in the morning.
After we lost their trail, this seemed like the perfect opportunity to get a good night's sleep in.
It's just into the berries. That's fair enough.
Calvin was up nice and early that morning eating the berries that I planted.
Like a ration pack. That'll do the trick. And we'll probably go upstream and have a drink.
After I had a drink of fresh water, I started tracking down the signal on my GPS.
Must be down the bottom. I'm gonna go down. Oh, hello.
I found the signal at the top of a cliff. There was some supplies, and when I got a closer look,
No,
I slipped.
not good. Oh! I'll take all that though. Whatever it is, it's just here somewhere. Interesting. Oh, look, there's a dead man there.
There was a white male hanging from the cliff. It would appear like it was suicide.
That's not what I meant to do.
I pulled out my bow and arrow and tried to shoot the rope.
Oh, wow, that actually worked.
It was a success, and the body came plunging to the ground.
How about that? A light. You beauty.
We picked up a torch, and I already had plenty of batteries, so this was a game changer.
Helicopter? Hopefully it's not a cave. I'm not a fan of these caves.
Considering the last signal was such a good score, the only logical move now was to locate the next one. I came to a small dig site where something was clearly buried, but without a shovel and unwilling to dig with my hands. For now, I moved on.
Sorry, bud, you had to go. Whoa, another one. Whoa, see, he was just wearing like a normal baseball cap under there.
That night, me and Calvin cleared a small camp.
Keep all this, mate. Keep all this, because we're probably gonna quickly set up here until morning.
It was getting late into the night and I could feel the frost creeping up on me.
We'll rest here till morning, hopefully.
So I set up a survival tarp, somewhere I could get some sleep. And when I woke up the next day, It was freezing.
Snowing.
A blanket of snow covered the land. Winter had arrived.
How about that?
I raided the rest of the camp, and the winter made no difference to the locals. They were still coming for me.
Wet and cold out here, mate. Wet and cold.
After surviving that first fight in the morning, I could finally sit down and have some breakfast, craft some fresh arrows, and prepare for the day.
There you go.
I was tracking the next signal, but it was quite the hike away.
Can't believe we're in winter already. This is awesome. So I'm guessing winter's going to last about 10 days. That's my guess. Hey, someone's got music going here.
At the next camp, it sounded like there was a party, but after I turned the music box off, I found a modern axe wedged inside a dead man's chest.
I just scored an axe.
I swung it around for a bit, but I was not used to its weight and quickly swapped to my spear. Once the attack concluded, I went back and looted the camp.
Okay.
With the sun soon setting, it's here that we would spend the night.
Take a break, mate. Take a break. You've done well. Take a break.
After breakfast, I checked my equipment and rationed out my supplies for the day.
Well, I got so many.
And so for the first time in a long time, apart from Calvin's obvious disabilities, we were in strong spirits. We'd now been on this island for a fortnight. We had earned a decent break, so we decided to spend the day at the camp, relaxing, because if we were to survive the next night, we would need all of our strength. And after I was suddenly woken up by an intruder in the camp, I set him on fire. I tried to block out the horrifying screams of him burning to death.
Yeah, you're useless when it comes to combat. Oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat. Need a drink too, let's have a can. Alright, cool, let's burn the bodies in the morning. For now.
I laid my head down and momentarily forgot about the world. And when I woke up, I was greeted by these relentless animals.
Cool. Alright, let's burn these bodies.
Out of the spoils, I crafted some armour.
Bone armour. Signal's just here. Oh, hang on, we got a cave or something? We got a cave.
I'd been here before.
Ah, yeah, this is that one I didn't want to go down in. Alright, you stay here then.
I squeezed through the passageway, making my way inside, and then cracked a flare.
This is really creepy, I don't know. This is just really creepy when you're by yourself.
I followed the cave chamber down.
We're going in. We're going in. I'm gonna see the goddamn bats, man. I so like the dark. I can hear Calvin up above.
At the bottom of the cave, I found a trapdoor made of heavy reinforced metal.
I hear a generator. Alright, here we go.
It was unlocked. I gripped onto the ladder and climbed inside. Holy crap.
What are we looking at, ladies and gentlemen? Just a storage room, possibly?
I looted the countertops with questions lingering in the back of my mind.
Something went down here, that's for sure.
Like butchered pigs, there was human bodies hanging upside down in the freezer.
We're running some sort of experiments out here. Everything's gone sideways.
There was a locked room down there, but it required keycard access.
I can't read it. Put the light on, that's why. Thought you might find this interesting. We're calling it Artifact 1. Might be related to that cube you guys found. HL. Take all the meat. Oh, that looks cold. Not sure. Oh, that's a cleaning. It's a vacuum cleaner. So yeah, this is quite literally a freezer. Why are the workers hung upside down? The cannibals did this? Or something else? But see, they're bows in these guys, so it's got to be cannibals.
After raiding every square inch of the freezer, I was pretty sure I had everything, and there was no point sticking around.
I don't know. Throw me in the ocean. I prefer the ocean than going into caves. Mate.
When I was down there looting, it did give Calvin time to catch back up. I tracked down the next signal, but all I found was angry locals and a grave.
Where's my spear gone? I love how he laughs at me. Keep laughing. Keep laughing. Who's laughing now?
But the real problem was, I was getting overrun quickly.
There it is. It's this side.
I had no choice but to abandon the signal.
This is the most legit looking seawater ever.
But there was a cave close by, and that night I chose to investigate it.
Bloody bats, man. Have a
There
look.
was some old planks covering the keyhole.
Go inside. Please don't be no cannibals staring me in the face straight up. Oh, I have been in this one before. I've like sort of walked in and freaked out and walked out. Oh no, it's just got the same work.
At first, the cave looked familiar,
I don't know if I have been in here.
but that's because they all felt the same.
They look like some sort of private company, a bit like what I'm working for.
Low visibility, dark, wet, cold, and absolutely terrifying.
Oh, there's a third one even. So how'd all three of them die? There's no blood, there's no... nothing. There's no bows or nothing. They're just dead. What was that sound? Look at those stalagmites, man. Like, what a crazy looking... Just absolute... Hear those sounds.
I was humming to myself to simply keep my nerves in check.
This game, I can't get over this, how good the sounds are. Sounds are just phenomenal.
The geological formations in this subterrane was absolutely gorgeous, but terrifying at the same time.
So these guys are like who I work for pretty much. Maybe, or maybe they're private security.
I released a flare deeper into the chamber.
Oh my god.
There was mutants sitting there quiet in the dark. I wasted no time and pulled out a grenade.
Incoming. Oh my dude.
But exploding a grenade in a close proximity wasn't a good idea. I had shell shock.
Come on then.
So instead I threw a second.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
And because I was freaking out, I followed it up with a third.
Got a few left. Nope.
And after I threw the fourth grenade, I was quite surprised that the bedrock was still intact.
Enjoy. Down you go, down you go, down you go, down you go. Jesus Christ, how tough are you? I see why they all died. They were too scared to use their grenades.
But the cave den was full of mutants and I had to clear them one at a time.
Down you go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Not too bad, not too bad. There we go. These ones are different, man. See them? Look at this, they're different.
These particular monsters had nothing resembling human life left in them. They were nothing but mutants.
It's like these things have only ever been in the dark. Look, that one's a... Hell no, man. That one's getting a grenade.
If I was not careful though, I'd bring down the entire chamber.
We're lighting this. We're lighting up. Grab you.
I carved into the mutant's body with my knife, tearing off massive chunks of flesh.
Mutant armor. Little creepy one there. One sitting down there.
There was multiple chambers.
Let's go back up here for a second.
I was so low on supplies, I had my pistol safety turned off and at the ready.
Can't express the feelings I'm having going through your eye. What was that? Back up. Nah. Nah. Said back up, bitch. I can't even see her. I said, get the fuck out of here.
I chopped mutant after mutant down, separating flesh from the body.
That's what I can hear. I'm out. I've had enough mutants for one day. You know what I mean?
But after witnessing so many jaw-dropping, disturbing monsters, I could no longer stick around.
Yep, 100% seen enough of them. Holy crap, I see why this team down here died.
I would eventually return to the chamber depths and push further, but not today. I'd used up all the courage I had.
Goddamn bats. We're out of there, man. I'm getting out of this goddamn cave.
I could no longer deal with the scent of rotten corpses. I needed fresh air badly.
Who is that? Oh, there's mutants everywhere down here.
But when I left the cave entrance, to my surprise, the beach was smothered in mutants.
Yes, it is day 14. So, that would make sense. Right, there don't seem to be much on this beach apart from that cave there, which I'm not willing to go back down into, not for a while. What are these things like to fight one-on-one?
Now on an open ground with a clear vision of sight, I could practice and test these mutants, see how powerful they actually were.
Very basic one. I mean, he swings, he's not incredible or nothing. Sounds ruthless. No, he's not that powerful.
And after determining how strong they were, I skinned it right there on the beach.
I'll just grab him straight back out of it. I'm not gonna risk it too much.
I then killed a second one with an even better technique.
Better than trying to get mutants down in that cave, because that was, yeah. Goes to show that I could have probably fought that one down there without freaking out too much, because they're not that powerful. Not these ones anyway.
The flesh was so thick, I could use it as an armor.
Where? There we go. Oh yeah, cool, we got some armor though. Here we go, let's get some more. These guys ain't that powerful.
I farmed the mutants on the beach up until nightfall.
Where's Calvin? Oh, he must be coming.
The next signal on the GPS was quite the distance, so we travelled through the night.
Where's Calvin? Absolutely beautiful sunrise. Oh, please be a canoe that I can row. You gotta be kidding me, can I not?
After I got distracted by the canoes, I disregarded the signal and continued up the coastline.
I wonder where the owners are.
But when I was making my way up that sandy beach, I felt like I was being followed.
That's not Calvin following me. What you doing following me, homie? Huh? Talking to you! You! Was that all you got? Huh? Crap, because that's all I got.
After the spear bounced off his armor and I had no arrows
Wouldn't
left,
do it.
I quickly put an end to the confrontation.
You were warned, my friend. That was weird, man. It was just him and like... How long was he following me for? That was really weird.
I'd done a circle around the coastline and made it back to my settlement.
There's my home up there on Cliff, which I still haven't really completed. Sort of got attacked one day and just haven't gone back yet. I wonder if the blonde's around here. Where is she? Can't see anything in this goddamn snow, it's that thick. Yeah, it is fat as in snow.
I rested for a few hours at the camp, and when I was ready to press on, I let my GPS lead the way.
And here are the footsteps around me. I'm not alone out here. So what do we got here? Nothing. Hey, hang on. What the heck is this? A katana? Oh, wait, what? Electric club or something? What? I'll take it. Oh, where's the cave? Is this it here? This must be it here. There it is.
And when I discovered my next cave entrance, I had mixed feelings. Do I even enter?
Gonna be a little creepy.
But then I squeezed my way inside.
Wait, will they attack me?
I came across a giant cavern full of mutants.
Alright, is it tough? I regret this.
I had a stupid idea of trying to fight them in close quarter combat. And it was those type of encounters that would leave me a post-traumatic stress disorder for life.
Enjoy.
Grenades ended up becoming my best friend.
Enjoy.
Because with just a couple of them, I cleared the entire cavern.
Oh, look at them, man. They're all mutants, so I'm like having all their eyes.
I was skinning all of the bodies, and on the ground I found a note.
FYI, this is what we're looking for. Oh, okay, that stuff on the wall right behind me. Yep.
The mutants were unlike anything I'd ever seen before, but nothing could prepare me for what I was about to witness next.
What the freaking hell is that?
Some inimaginable creature, deformed, but yet extraordinary. It must have got itself wedged in the entrance.
It's trying to break through the rock, man.
It was completely stuck in the keyhole.
Wow. Hello there. You got anything on you? Nothing around here? What's this guy like? Some explosives? I get it. I know exactly what they want me to do. This is obvious.
The miners had some time bombs on them. They must have been using them to excavate the site, but they never got around to using it, so I did.
Oh, that looked brutal.
I pushed through the chunks of meat into the next chamber.
Take one of them, and we'll deal with this the old-fashioned way. Goodbye.
And just when I thought I'd cleared an opening, I was completely wrong.
How many couldn't there be? Back up. Are they coming through or what? I'll hold them here, one at a time.
I fought for my life in the dark, and with every mutant that I killed, I skinned.
Jesus. Then you go.
But of course the armor didn't last long, because with every encounter, they ripped it off of me.
I find this spear more effective than any of my other weapons. I can keep my range and sort of get them off of me pretty well with it. Might even crack a can, actually, that should help with that.
I was suffering from sleep deprivation, but with just a little bit of sugar, it could keep me going.
I'm about ready to pull out my handgun and, you know, unload the rest of my ammunition. Oh god.
It was a devastating feeling when the magazine was empty. I pressed on and killed that feral, and as I was getting ready to move forward...
What the heck am I looking at there?
Like something straight out of a nightmare. Conjoined twins.
Get out of town, you monster! Ah! We must be. Just die. I don't need this. I mean, listen to
I
it.
backed myself up the rocks, climbing as high as possible.
You should be yourself. This'd be fine if you had a friend with you. But not Calvin, you know what I mean? He's a bit useless for this. He doesn't even come in the caves. So.
Unfortunately, nobody knew where I was. I was in this cave by myself, alone.
Ah, you're nothing. You're nothing.
So the only person I could depend on was myself.
Down you go. You don't deserve to be in this cave with your friend here. You gotta get out of here too, you goddamn looking freaking freak of a monster. How many more of them? Please be no more. What up, gentlemen? What the freaking hell? Who bring the baby in? Who invited the babies? I'm not sticking around for... I'm not even going to try to fight babies, man.
When the cave dished up mutant babies and spat them out at me.
I'm not sticking around them. That's all I know.
That was a breaking point.
Oh, this is getting narrow. Nope, there's more. We gotta fight more. Of course we gotta fight more. Holy crap. Oh. What a nightmare. That is nightmarish. You know what? Gentlemen. Ladies, gentlemen. I ain't sticking around here no longer.
I was no longer in fighting spirits. I was now on the run.
We are done with... Look at them all. There's no way in the world I can fight them all.
Panic definitely played a major factor in what happened next.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't even worry about them anymore. Keep moving. Please don't be a dead end. You guys got anything? Please, for the love of God. Babies. Who invited the babies? I'm gonna die in here. I'm gonna die in this goddamn cave. I'm gonna die in this goddamn cave by myself with nothing but dead people. Still coming.
It looked like I'd just made it, but there was still one left over. It was fast and onto me.
No one else? My torch is gonna run out. I can hear something talking. Oh no. Multiple passages. What else is down there? I can hear babies.
I ended up finding an article ripped out of a newspaper. It was a report about the billionaire, the missing CEO. There is a different path. There's two ways.
There's two ways I can go, that way.
Honestly, I was completely lost.
This way. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
I'd come to a dead end and I was trapped. It was a nightmare.
This ain't a good spot to be. I'm on the side of a cliff. I'm on the side of the rocks. This is probably the best spot I can be. By miracle. It's a miracle. It was a miracle. I'm gonna die in this goddamn cave. No way in the world am I a captive. Hang on. What the heck? What? What?
I wasn't even sure if I was dead or alive, but regardless, I was still in that cave. And the only question was, do I go back or do I try again?
Alright, we gotta continue, man. I'm glad I don't need to kill all these mutants again. They're all dead, the ones that I did kill anyway. Now there's going to be a bunch of them here because I certainly did not clear these ones. I'm not hanging out. I'm not here. Act like I'm not here, gentlemen. Need to get some stamina. They're definitely still chasing. Keep moving. Skip the babies. Skip the babies. Ooh. It's so weak outside. I think it's just because I panic in here. Cracked under the pressure. They hit me a couple of times. What have we got up here? Babies.
There was a small open in the chamber, only big enough for a man to just squeeze through.
Babies. More babies. I don't want to be dealing with no babies or a mutant.
I was distracted by all the dangers, and in such a hurry, I had no idea what it was that I picked up.
Whatever, we're going down here now.
But later on, I would find out it was a rope gun.
We're in the worst area possible.
But for now, I was still in absolute danger.
Take that. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. There are way too many down there. Have mercy.
There were so many of them down there that when I was on the run, I had no choice but to attempt jumping over bodies.
Oh my god.
And just in the nick of time, with barely any health left.
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
I didn't know where I was. This was a completely different entrance.
Damn cave, man. Oh, I'm out. I went through it and came out a different entrance, that's for sure.
And shortly after, I'd meet up with Calvin.
There he is. Calvin! I've noticed when you're at all the camps and that, when you log out and back in, it sort of resets all the food and stuff, so you can just like go around and refarm it. I'm probably a bit late to notice, but I bet you could just log out and log back in and like refill up your stocks by doing that. Bit of a bug.
So I slept there that night happily on the beach. Because the next day, I was swimming out to that raft to restock up on supplies.
Oh. Hopefully I can get some free ammo. Look, yep. Looks like it. Nice. Bit of a cheat, not gonna lie, but if I'm going back down in those caves by myself, then I kinda need all this.
Now all I had to do was deal with the shark, and I was ready to swim back. And I got her right in her gills. She was dead.
Did that kill it? How you going, Calvin? Everything good out here? Grenades, you beauty.
Guessing from the helmet, this poor soul worked in aviation, but never made it. He'd definitely been there a long time.
Bit different to your usual ones.
I'd been on this island for so long now,
Many arrows as possible.
covered in bone armor and crafting great handfuls of arrows. I truly started to feel like a native.
And I'm just hoping that these mutants haven't reached.
After a long day of hiking, I made it to the other side of the
I'm
coast.
going to struggle to get through there by myself with my resources.
This cave had already humiliated me once.
I know that there's a scuba diving set in this game. The first one had it, this one has it. And of course I refuse to look at any guides or anything online. So.
But it won't leave me defeated.
I know many of you are like probably just yelling at me for like missing so many things, so many times. But if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know that That is exactly how I roll.
And finally, I made it to the cave site. It was time to conquer my fears, but first, we must set up a camp for the night.
Right here. This is where you're gonna be for the night. Me, I've got the hard part.
Calvin would not join me in the cave. Not only did he suffer from head trauma, but he also suffered from claustrophobia.
Sleep the night off and
I slept under the full moon next to the warmth of the campfire, fully aware of the possible outcomes of entering the cave the next day.
Alright man, I'm going down in that cave, so if you don't see me in like a day or two, I guess you just do your own thing. Good luck. Now that I have cleared them, this gives me a chance to really look around. Make sure I'm not missing anything.
I was back in the dark passages,
We don't want to have too many of you guys.
and clearly not alone.
Come on. Come on then. I ain't got time for your games. Huh? 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 The only good thing about them is they give me some armor.
Luckily, I'd cleared quite a few of them last time I'd came through.
Ah, big boy. I'm gonna turn you into an armor set now.
And because of that, I got to save my explosives and ammunition and all of my good resources.
I don't think I'm gonna find this billionaire man.
There was another one, and the only good mutant is a dead mutant.
We got two different ways. Oh, we got a bunch of free bones here too. There we go, let's get some craft. Some more bone armor going. Oh my god, I think I went that way last time. I'm gonna go down, I think. I'm gonna go down, I think. Nah, let's go up here real quickly. See what's up here, just in case. I don't know, this way feels like it's gonna be a dead end, but...
I continued through the dark, damp chamber.
Yeah, he's the one that made me originally freak out and I ran away. I know how to fight them now, but I didn't then. Nice, it knocked him down for me. Alright, do your little charge. Oh yeah, because that's the exact mutant that terrified me the first time I came into this cave, and it's been a long time since I've returned. Max armor, there we go. Yeah, so thanks for that.
With a decent set of armor, my confidence was starting to build up.
Whoa. I'm stuck. That's not fair. Grenade. Eat some of that, bitch. Oh my god. Here. Enjoy.
I was starting to get outnumbered and overrun quickly.
Oh my good lord. There's a few of them left still. Oh. Oh, you. I said stay down. Oh my god. Lucky there's a few bodies I can chop back up to make up for that, but holy crap. I panicked, man. I pulled the grenades. I mean, I didn't panic, I had no option.
The explosions had done so much damage to the mutants that most of their body parts were unrecognizable.
The bone armor there too, might as well throw that on. I can hear a radio. I swear I can hear a radio. Maybe that's above me. Might be in a camp above me or something. I can hear a radio. Sounds like it's in here. Turn that off. There's a laptop here. What have I found? Nothing? Anything? God damn, I got excited for a second. We going down here? Babies.
I crafted a monotoc and burnt those little baby mutants alive.
God damn. Did it deal with them? Still a few more, I think. Oh, there's got to be something down here, man. I did not just kill an army of babies for nothing, you know what I mean? What the heck is that, man? A gun? Some sort?
I discovered a stun gun hanging from the hand of a dead miner.
Anything else down here? Or do I have to go back? Look! Look, look, look! There's something moving in there. There is something happening on the other side of that wall.
The chamber was a dead end, so it was time to turn around and head back.
Not sure what the deal for the laptop is. Oh! Oh, that was alright then. Ooh. How about that? Living down here in the cave, you learn something new every day. So this time... Oh, I need to go down now. I've never felt a cave in any game that's ever felt this real. I've heard Far Cry has really good caves, but I haven't played Far Cry, so...
I came to a massive open cavern.
Where are they all, man? I'm half expecting like 1,000 of them to jump out of me.
There was no mutants in there, but there was a decent sized body of water.
Okay, I think I'm at a dead end.
Turns out going down into that cave would pay off, because I came across a full set of diving equipment.
Hang on, was that a scuba diving set? Look at that. Scuba diving set. I bet you I can get out through down here though. For sure. Go on over there. I'm a little paranoid, I know. Let's go for a swim.
And so I dived into the water.
This is a very uncomfortable feeling. But I'm not gonna overthink it too much. Where's my oxygen? Oh yeah, there it is, right there, of course.
Navigating underwater in that cave system was nerve-wracking. I had no idea where I was going to pop up. And then just like that, all of a sudden, there was light.
Or did I just like kick up sand? Oh no, did I just kick up sand?
When I reached the surface and seen the seagulls, I knew right then and there that I was going to make it.
Yeah, beauty. I got myself some diving equipment, so that was well and truly worth it. Yeah, you actual beauty. Feel like I'm making some real progress now.
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where my story must come to a halt. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like, consider subscribing, and of course, if you want to see more Sons of the Forest, let me know in the comment section below. But for now, this is your boy OwLTime, at the end of another epic tale, signing out.